This dress took me probably a year to make in different steps. I was really inspired by the Andrew Zuckerman book, so I took some illustrations from the book and I went over them with tracing paper and tried to get as much detail out of it as I could. And then from that point, I kind of just organically went about putting the sequins and seed beads. I think after a while I kind of get into like a flow state, so a lot of times I'll either watch Law & Order or I kind of gauge that, like, oh, it's only 5 Law & Order episodes and then I'm done. But it's funny to see people's faces when I'm like just starting to the end, because like from the beginning it's kind of like just this mess of beads and junk all over the table. And I'm like, no, it's gonna be an idea, I promise, it'll be something. This one time I think it was the bird even, I was embroidering it and like my dad saw just the wing and he was like, what are you doing with that? I was like, oh, it's gonna be a bird. And he's like, all right. And then when it was all done, he was like, wow, it's a bird. And I was like, yeah, that's what I said. I think there's a lot of doubt along the way. Like you kind of like question yourself and what you're doing. But as long as you can just get past like each step and like, okay, I only have, I don't know, another hour and then this part will be done. And then I can kind of go from there. I think that really helps with me. I just keep lying to myself like, oh, only 1 more hour, only 1 more hour. And then all these hours add up and it's done eventually.